I'm okay with there's great power as a comedian and being okay with uncomfortable feelings, with being okay with that you just brought something up and they're like, fuck. And that it got tight in there, and to know that that tightness is useful and that there's a place to take that.
Oh.
And then when they start to calm down a little bit, they're like, I don't even know where I am now. This is a weird, you see it in their faces. Like I've never laughed at this before. And so now I'm in a new place in my mind. That's, I think, a very powerful thing about comedy.
Yeah.
Because it's an opportunity to say stuff that's not appropriate. That's not, all of comedy is on some level of saying something you shouldn't have said. It's either you're saying something because it's too private, like it's too, you're oversharing, or which people love, that you're just I'm going to tell you this fucked up. You do that a lot. Just like, I'm going to tell you something really personal.
Yeah, you need to know it.
So you shouldn't have said that, because usually in a real regular conversation or in politics or whatever, you don't say things like that. The other you shouldn't have said is because it's so stupid. Just a stupid thing. Everybody knows that's not true. What are you saying?
Yeah.
The other one is, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. These are all different kinds of humor, but they're all based in saying something you shouldn't have said. And then the other one is like, man, that's not cool. That's not cool to say that. Nobody likes that. That makes people mad. And then there's just like, that's wrong. That's morally wrong to say that.
Yeah.
And all of those things, if you can take people to those places, which are all fear places, fear of intimacy, fear of the insane, which is an interesting kind of fear, fear of of truth or fiction, and fear of castigation by the masses, and fear of morality, of badness. If you can take people to those places and make them laugh, make them happy to be there, make them feel like this is okay, then suddenly they're there safely. And that's expanding where you're willing to go with your mind, because this is a cage, and it keeps you from seeing life. There's so much to life outside of what you're supposed to be thinking about. That's a narrow trip, man, So either way, life is short.
Right.
So if you could do short narrow, or you can do short broad. I mean, it's a little highfalutin, but it's how I feel about it.
No.
It's honestly how I feel about doing stand-up.